the Champions League anthem now is still playing behind me, and boy, oh boy. See, so we team more Champions League in the area. I'm serious. If your team isn't playing the Champions League, it's something else. And trust me, the emotions of the Champions League, how much of an intriguing tournament here, how much of a very exciting competition here, and how Champions League night seemingly tends to get the best out of players now. It's inexplicable, very, very inexplicable, and sometimes you will not even understand until you actually get there. Hi, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing us. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and then of course turn on notification. It's very imperative. Somewhere turn on notification. You know what? We're choosing all in the notification turn. You know, like I said, do choose all. Not share content. You know, send it so you be normal enjoy what I see on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Let us get into it. I was talking about the UEFA Champions League. I don't think that my year any post-match UEFA Champions League right after the evening of the game. By me, I was pushed by two major things. Now, El Clasico ever over the weekend at the Santiago Bernabeu. And obviously, it's going to be because between Barcelona and Real Madrid. And now, it was a tale of how Madrid won at Tenefi, and then Dortmund did come in, essentially getting 2 goals, but the Santiago Bernabeu came to life. We spoke about how you don't have to concede certain number of goals and at certain times of Santiago Bernabeu. When you do, it be better say soon, but then something just happens and Madrid gets some renewed energy that pushes them to get the results that they need. And then now it was clear as day at the Santiago de Bernabeu. And key amongst the key difference maker obviously was our branch friend Vinicius Jr. Top player, dictating the pace of the game when he had to, literally holding the game by the scruff of its neck, and then taking the game to FC Dortmund and getting the results. And I said, Louis Sahin made a huge mistake by dropping into a back 5 after the first half, thinking he has gotten Madrid where he wants and he wants to defend the league. It was never going to happen when he go away to go and play at the Santiago Bernabeu. Then today, in fact, in the lead up to Barca versus Bayern Munich, Obia, biggest one of the conversation, said this is one of the biggest UEFA Champions League heritage matches. Consistently, it brings out a classic. I don't think there has been a time or in the last few years that you owns a Barca versus FC Bayern Munich at less than 3 goals. It doesn't particularly happen. Most times, a goal feast, and it's an exciting game, especially for neutrals. Now, going into the game, in terms of the number of matches and both teams, Barca were so below. In terms of history, Barca needed to rewrite something and then change the narrative of history. And again, because Madrid had beaten FC Dortmund at the Santiago de Bernabeu, and then Barca were going to go there this weekend to go and play the Gran Clasico, when the points in between them are a little bit close, there was the need for Barca to put up also a statement performance. And how big could it have been? This probably is Barca's best showing in the Champions League since the last decade or more winning. So definitely was a big game, and it was a familiar foe in Vincent Kompany, in Harry Kane, in all of these guys that are big in the Bayern jersey. How were they going to get a job done? How were they going to beat FC Barcelona? And do not forget that Hansi Flick had coached FC Bayern Munich before, had turned them around. And then after the game, Hansi Flick Barcelona ushered 43 goals in just about 13 games this season. It's outrageous. It is outrageous, and it's the quality of play from FC Barcelona that makes sense to me. Again, you move the game from there. People consistently said there is going to be Harry Kane versus Pau Kubasi, and Inigo Martinez, and Inaki Peña in post. How were they going to fare? Obviously, these were genuine concerns, especially when you are going to go into the game with a DM. This is probably his first proper professional season in a game in Abante friend Mark Casado. How were they going to fare? How were Barca going to play? How were they going to really get into it and then play some good stuff? It was really a question. But Barca literally gets into the game, literally goes in there. Now both teams set up in a very high line. And I remember going out to go and tweet said, how are both teams playing the high line and nobody's putting pressure on the ball? Especially say in the first 3 minutes. Now Barca Kenya, the first goal from Abrante friend Rafinha, he opened up the game. But something happened. If you look at the images over there, by the time Abasa conceded on equalizer, they began to change. Now, all of the times when Abasa elbowed there from the background, you could tell the line was very high. And it was same for Tima, your friend FC by Mission. Very, very high line. But it is the occupation in between the space of the two blocks of FC Bayern that really helped Barca tear them apart. The ball playing of Kubasi, Lamine Yamal, twisting and turning plays, and setting up Abrante and Rafinha was huge for team friend FC Barcelona. And for me, that was the difference maker. That was truly the difference maker on the night for team friend FC Barcelona. And they had gotten the job done. Like I said, in this afternoon, I did mention, I don't think Sebastian Fubelusi, because the difference makers are on the field of play in the absence of Jamal Musiala, over a slow Thomas Muller, any Abrante friend Harry Kane. I don't see how they head Barca. Again, say Osha Barca team now, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Robert Lewandowski, excellent in terms of goals and assists and good contribution this season. And on the touchline, the experience of Hansi Flick, the experience of Flick as a manager for the Diamond Shaft, for the Bayern Munich, and then of course the Juma Wire in this shortest possible time at FC Barcelona. I really did feel they would go on, push and get the results that they wanted to get, and that's exactly what they did. And almost everybody is now beginning to sing the praise of Hansi Flick. I saw it long ago when I was talking about the quality of the coach that he is and how he fits FC Barcelona. Not too much of having the ball. I think essentially Social Bass and Fiifi component, two young midfielders, not the best in terms of athletic performance or even the off the ball job, but then they are Pedri, any Mark Casado, the tenacity, the legs, and the extra energy that they will put in working hard in winning the ball back. That's what they do. And then I can tell you, Pedri was the best midfielder on the field of play by a mile. I mean, literally circling around FC Bayern Munich players now and off the ball, working harder to win the ball back. And that's the importance of the Barca team. And if you look at the number of kilometers that they run, further than FC Bayern Munich and a lot of teams combined. Spanish La Liga. And Hansi Flick is the best coach in Europe right now to achieve this style of playing with Barcelona in such a short space of time. It's simply sensational. Of course, I think I agree with Hansi Flick. Rafinha, we are already thinking about the El Clasico. Of course, everything goes straight to the El Clasico to Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski said it's definitely a special win, and I won't hide it. I approached this game a little bit differently than 2 years ago because I've spent more time at Barcelona now. Lamine Yamal said El Clasico, before this match, we're already feeling very confident. We believe we are the best team in the world, and I think we are proving it. We will go all out with our strength and make the best team win on the day. That's exactly what Lamine Yamal echoed. My man Pedri Gonzalez, I said, I am in one of my best moments of my career. It's been a long time since I was like this, and that is spot on from my branch friend Pedri Gonzalez. Definitely in one of his best moments, playing some good stuff, being amazing, being the creator, working out off the ball. See, only a few midfielders his age come close to Abrantia, your friend Pedri Gonzalez, and Barca have it exactly where they are. Company said, I don't know if this Barca can be compared to Messi's Barca, but they have great players, and it's normal to suffer against them. That's what Abrantia, your friend Vincent Company, and Mark Paul Kubasi in there, also doing some excellent stuff. Of course, Liverpool went away to go and win against RB Salzburg. One thing I've seen about Liverpool, and I think it has to be said, and everybody has to have it in their mind, and they said, and Slot is building a team that gets the job done. And see, a lot of credit to Hansi Flick for being direct and getting the job done. We should give a lot of credit also to our coach, a friend, Arne Slot, for the job that he's doing at Liverpool. Going away to Leipzig isn't an easy game at all. Getting the result that they've gotten is even better. And of course, getting it at their depth and then getting it from different parts of the field of play is very, very important. And just like normally at Chelsea over the weekend, a lot of the ball to Salzburg, but then they get the job done in winning it by a goal to 0. Until we're on top of the Champions League table now. Liverpool, any team, any Aston Villa are there. 9 points out of 9 unbeaten. They've not dropped any points at all. All games on my bone, of course, and now Unai Emery did some excellent stuff against Bologna. Then there is Manchester City also there in terms of the league log. Teams like Brest, are all there. Of course, Atletico de Madrid a disappointment, like we did see them today. How do you stay at home and take the first goalie, sits back, allow Lille to have loads of the ball? Of course, that penalty no more conceding was shambolic on the part of the referee, because I don't think that's a penalty. I think Atletico, team my friend Atletico de Madrid, they didn't particularly deserve that penalty. But then Jonathan David shared the second goal and making it 3-1 for Lille. It was obviously going to be out of their reach, and then we knew the Champions League was going to come down to this. Of course, FC Barcelona have done some exciting stuff, and then we need to give them credit for the job that they have done, of course. And then Rafinha was being thrown up, also hat trick, by the colleagues. That was so much, and my boy, he deserves all the credit over there for Abentia, your friend Rafinha. Just Barca night, Barca exciting football, Barca good stuff. I just wanted to pass through here and have some conversation about FC Barcelona. Oh yeah, Barcelona, congratulations. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notification. Fiifi-Manfred, we give you a lot of Barca content. We said it before the game. Subscribe it. Now enjoy. Until then, we'll see you. Bye-bye.